nation, let peace reign. On the news this morning, federal government assures of petrol availability amid lingering scarcity. Police react to Wednesday's gun attack at APP Secretariat in Rivers State. Rivers State listed among states to be impacted by rain this weekend. On the foreign scene, father of suspect in Georgia school shooting arrested. Details of this and more after this break.
Yes, are we gonna?
You're welcome back. I'm Ife Chukwumoyele with the news. Now, the Minister of State, Oil, Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lotbobiri, says the lingering petrol scarcity across the country will be over this weekend. The minister said this on Thursday while briefing journalists at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, after meeting with Vice President Kashim Shettima. He said product will be made available across the country, and he believes the availability will improve the cost.
Products are available in the country, and we believe that between now and the weekend there will be availability of products across the length and breadth of the country. Government is not fixing prices. This sector is deregulated, and we believe that with the availability of products, the price will find, its level. And this is important, for Nigerians to know. In summary, is that President is empathetic about what's going on. That's why he directed this meeting. There is enough product in the country to be able, to meet the demands of Nigerians, so there should be no panic buying.
The Executive Director, Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NNDPRA, Carlo Okoha, also spoke to newsmen.
All regulatory efforts are now geared towards stabilizing supply with the resultant impact that it will be positive also on the stability of price. To that objective, the regulator is ensured that there's increased operating hours from all loading depots. Vessels are being cleared promptly, and extended hours where safety can permit for truck outs as well. More importantly also is the reinforcement of the support being given to local refiners.
Moving on, police say the incident at the River State Secretariat of the All People's Party, APP, on Wednesday was not a direct attack on the party office. The public relations officer of the state command, Grace Iringikoko, told correspondent Emekotoka that a security officer at the state party secretariat was struck by a stray bullet fired from a distance. She said the Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, has ordered a full investigation to uncover the circumstances surrounding the shooting. She also called on the public to provide any useful information that could help combat crime and enhance security across the state. Earlier, State Chairman of the APP, Sani Nwokekoro, said the attack may be politically motivated. He also said the bullet has been removed and the victim is recovering. Away from that, the chairman of the Obagi Oil Fields Host Community Development Trust, DK Hopes and DK, says about 354 indigents of Oba Ebemandoni, Ahoda West, Ahoda East, and Emoha local government areas of River State are being trained in specialized ICT skills. He told journalists in Port Harcourt that the third batch of the trainees that were inducted yesterday are to undergo training in the areas of data analytics, cybersecurity, web design, user interface UI, and user experience UX at the Nigeria Institute for Information Technology, NIIT, D-Line, Port Harcourt.
The moment you empower somebody with ICT, you have instantly exposed the person to the global society. So for me, it was informed by the conviction that we needed to change the narrative, to give our people specialized skills. So what you have is the knowledge to acquire wealth and become self-independent, that you don't need to be moving from one firm to the other. For me, we are very committed to change the narrative. We are committed to move our people from poverty to prosperity, to create a new vision.
The keynote speaker, Professor Gloria Amadi, and a board member of Obagi Oil Fields, Ugochukwu Orikoha, spoke on the advantages of ICT.
It is an empowerment that they will live with throughout their lives. If they acquire this ICT skill, there are diverse areas of ICT skills. They are sure that they themselves and their generations to come will benefit from it. So every other youth should find the opportunity to develop themselves this way.
As they are talking about the dollar and the sweet side of IT, the Satan inside this small system called computer is bigger than the dollar. So you must open your eyes to know. And you know the satanic side of the ICT, it pops up where you don't want him to come. No. It will just appear quiet. Some they will come in the images that will entice you.
Some of the students spoke on their expectations from the training.
After the studies I'm supposed to do in the course, I registered for cybersecurity. I thank God for the opportunity of NIIT for them to also train us, because so many of us today has the opportunity to go to school to acquire skills for NIIT for this program.
The next 6 months, I think I should be a professional as regards to full stack development. So I'm looking forward to developing software websites that will be helpful to the society at large. Okay.
The Obagi Oil Fields Host Community Development Trust said the trainees will be given starter packs like laptops after the 6-month training. And now the leader, coordinator, Supreme Council for SIM Worldwide Obiabo Chapter, Good News Amadi, says the claims that the CTC chairman of the council is playing the script of the PDP chairman in River State are an expired political propaganda that will not travel far. Mr. Amadi made this known in an interview with correspondent Suebi Oruware while commenting on the allegations by Sonny Okocha that the CTC chairman of Obiabo local government area, Chijoke Huo, is being sponsored by the FCT minister.
I think that should not come from someone from my ward or an woman. Was it Aaron Chukwemeka that asked Chijoke Huo to stand against the Right Honorable Martins Amehule, Chijoke Huo to stand against Yenson Wike, his boss? Was it Aaron Chukwemeka that asked Chijoke Huo to stand against his own leadership? Was it Aaron Chukwemeka that asked Chijoke Huo to support Simfubara? This young man took bullets, unreserved apology. Nobody should hide under Abo agenda to destroy the good people of Abo. That young man should be appreciated.
The former Abo youth president, however, advised critics to have a rethink.
If Chijoke has worked himself to the governor, if the governor has trusted him and is ready to use him to win the war against the oppositions of the governor, so be it. Why not support him? One person will sit and that's it at the time. I think that Sonny Okocha should apologize immediately to the leader and the caretaker chairman of Obiabo local government area. What will Sonny Okocha and his group gain for destroying the young man? Anyway, the governor knows him. The governor knows who is who. The strength he's using to attack Chijoke Huo in the same camp with him. Why not use that strength to attack those people fighting the governor in Obiabo?
Recall that Simplified Movement in Abo Kingdom through Sonny Okocha claimed that the CTC chairman of Obiabo local government area, Obiabo local government council area, is being sponsored by the FCT minister. Still to come, River State listed among states to be impacted by rain this weekend. Stay with us. Back and now the rest of the news. Ahead of the Ijaw Youth Council election in the Eastern Zone, some aspirants say they still stand with the resolutions reached with leaders and elders of Kalabari land that one aspirant should be fielded for the election. Some of the chairmanship aspirants, Bikia Samuel, Asieyemie George, and Wari Boko, made this known while addressing newsmen. They explained that the leaders of the Kalabari nation reached a resolution on the 3rd of September to feature Prince Datolu Sukubo as the consensus candidate in the election. They said the action of one of the aspirants to go against the resolution is capable of throwing the Kalabari region into another round of crisis within the ranks of IYC and Kalabari in general.
Mine is same. Anyone refuting the agreement we had on Tuesday, I think that a character shouldn't be associated with in any form. A character that will be among people and turn down their signature on a resolution that was made by the Calabar elders and later on refuting that same resolution, I think is an insult to we, the Calabar people.
All the aspirants, and among us, one person was chosen, which is Comrade Prince Datolu Sukubo. And as such, I think we have no other option but to queue into the favored one. And we have agreed.
We are here to affirm the decision made by the Kalabari clan leaders and stakeholders that we should have a common candidate for the fourth election, which we all agreed.
On the spot, the consensus candidate in the IYC Eastern Zone election, Datolu Sukubo, however, expressed disappointment over the plans by one of the aspirants to kick against the agreement reached with the elders and chiefs.
What happened in Kalabari, if you disassociate yourself from it, meaning you are an enemy of Kalabari. It's a decision of Kalabari say Bange. 4 clans sat down and took that decision. And you gladly accepted the decision from the onset. We were asked, not that we on Durex. On that Sunday, all the candidates accepted that they will abide by the decision of the stakeholders, which everybody accepted. That same time, even the first person that disassociated himself from the decision was the one that took the vote of thanks.
And now the paramount ruler of Omiwe community, Alo clan in Ikwere local government area, Nsirin Wechonwo, says he has dissolved the Community Development Committee, CDC, led by Kingsley Mbonuwezume, and the Electricity Committee with immediate effect. Eze Wechonwo, in an address read by one of his sons, Ruben Wechonwo, during a stakeholders meeting at his palace in Omiwe, said the dissolution was to ensure effective and smooth administration of the community.
The Community Development Committee, CDC, led by Kingsley Mbonuwezume, and the Electricity Committee hereby dissolved. Consequently, the said committees are reconstituted as follows. Community Development Committee, Udodre Mark Nsrin, Chairman, Wezume Chika, Secretary. Electricity Committee, Augustine Wachuku, Chairman, God knows Nsrin, Secretary. Omunakwe Eke, Member, Wechong Ikalube, Member, Owadegu Nnodim, Member. The past leaders and members of the affected committee should hand over all community property and items in their possession to the new leadership of the said committees with immediate effect.
On the spot, the newly appointed for giving him the opportunity to serve.
First and foremost, I want to return all glory to Almighty God who made it possible. My advice is this to the indigene and non-indigene, that everybody should key in and all hands should be on deck. Only me cannot pilot the activities of CDC Omigwe community alone. Before now, I have been grading road individually and to fill the potholes with my own personal money. And now the power has been given to me. I want to assure them and promise them that all the bad roads in this community, I will fix them. Every link road to neighboring community, I will make sure I fix everything. I'm coming to develop this community.
The meeting had in attendance Eze Rufus Nsirim, Bethel Amadi, Emmanuel Abadi, Evans Kinekanwo, the Chief Security Officer of the community, Ikechukwu Wechonwo, Youth President of Omigwe Community, Nwachukwu Ezebunwo, among others. The chairman, River State Council of Traditional Rulers, Eze Chike Nwolunwodo, has hailed Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the infrastructural upgrade he's making in the education and health sectors. A statement by the Secretary to Council, Ogwokwa Jonah, said Eze Nwodo gave the commendations during a courtesy visit to his office by the County Grammar School, Ikwereche Old Boys Association. The monarch commended the governor, particularly in the reconstruction of some historic secondary schools, the expansion of zonal hospitals, and the employment of academic and non-academic staff in the state-owned tertiary institutions. Ezenwodo, who is an old boy at the college, thanked the association for the solidarity visit, adding that their appeal for the rebuilding of the county grammar school, Ikwereche, will be presented to the governor. The association visited the monarch to congratulate him on his appointment and seek his support on the urgent need for the rebuilding of County Grammar School Ikwereche, which was established in 1957. Moving on, the executive chairman of the River State Universal Basic Education Board, David Briggs, has warned that the board will not condone the harassment of principals and teachers by any persons in community schools around the state. Mr. Briggs gave the warning during an interface between members of the State Universal Basic Education Board with principals of junior secondary schools of the 23 local government areas of the state. He assured that all concerns raised by the head teachers will be addressed.
Molesting teachers and principals by community boys is very, very unfortunate. The incident reported at Ogurama. We have written letters to the mother of that community. I told him if that boy is not produced, I will close the school down. We have sent words to all the airlines of that community, and I told them, thank God I'm a Calabari man, so they will not say it's an Ogoni man that came to close their school. So it will be a pointer to others. The teachers and principals must be protected. We will not allow anybody to intimidate our employees, because we are there to render service. And the community should protect you and also treat you right.
Earlier, some of the principals informed the board of the challenges that hindered their smooth operation.
Some of us use our money to run our schools. And when you request from parents for one thing or the other, because they have people at the board, what we hear on air is social school is collecting social amounts. So please, I want to plead on you to assist us before we resume. So this is will be outlined.
The lack of teachers is a very big problem, and I believe as I come on board, we are going to see about either employing new teachers and posting them around so that we have sufficient teachers to handle our subjects.
If you can employ security personnel to take charge of these schools, it will be better. When we are on holiday, so many things go wrong. Like in my place, I've even gone to my Royal Highness because of this issue of theft. So just like you employ teachers, employ security personnel to take care of these schools.
In other news, the federal government has predicted 5-day rainfall that may lead to flooding in 21 states and 123 locations. It also listed 7 states that will likely be severely affected. The prediction by the Office of the National Flood Early Warning System Center of the Federal Ministry of Environment listed the states to include Benue, Kogi, Anambra, Delta, Imo, Rivers, and Bayelsa State. It also warned communities downstream of River Benue to take caution. We go on another short commercial break.
Congratulations.
year-old boy accused of killing 4 people at his high school in the U.S. state of Georgia has been arrested. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation said the 54-year-old Colin Gray is facing 4 charges of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. On the news this morning, you heard the federal government has assured of petrol availability amid lingering scarcity. Police react to Wednesday's gun attack at APP Secretariat in Rivers State. On the foreign scene, father of suspect in Georgia school shooting arrested. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.